Am I the a-hole for asking my son to bring my 6-week-old granddaughter to visit me, without his fiancée? Throwaway. 51F, my son is 29 and he and his fiancée Jen have a 6-week-old daughter Lily. She also has a 7-year-old son that is not my son's child, but I still consider him my grandbaby. I used to get along really well with Jen, and told everyone she was like a daughter to me, but when she got pregnant, she started acting weird toward me. Like I asked to be in the room for delivery and she said a clipped no, despite letting her 7-year-old son's dad's mom in the room for his delivery. No big deal, it's her choice, but when I went to visit in the hospital afterwards she acted really put off that I was there. I figured she was just tired and left after 20 minutes to give her space, but then it continued. I have stopped in to see everyone about 5 times since she had the baby, and every single time that I walk in, she gets really quiet. Whenever I'm holding the baby, she is hovering. She keeps snapping at me over small things, like how I'm holding the baby, had her on her belly on my arm or sideways across my knees on her belly, because she's crying. Obviously she doesn't like that, so stop. Or snapping at me for things I say to the baby, like when she starts fussing, I said, "You won't get your own way with me, you can't play me like that," in a baby voice, trying to calm her, and she goes, "She's 4 weeks old, how exactly is she playing you?" Then she got livid and actually kicked me out of the house one time, because she picked up the baby for making the smallest of noises, and I told her the baby was going to get used to being held all the time if she kept doing that, and she said, "Well, it's a good thing she's my child, and I don't have to listen to your crying it out bullshit." Well, I went there on Thanksgiving and apparently it was her mother's first time meeting the baby, and of course the baby was all smiles and loved her grandma. But when I got the chance to hold the baby, she immediately started screaming, and was promptly taken from me. I feel very slighted. I asked my son if he would bring the baby to visit me without his fiancée, because I feel like his fiancée's attitude toward me is the reason why the baby screams every time I hold her. I definitely think she's picking up on the hostility. I don't know why she even dislikes me now, but asking her currently would be pointless. He told me he absolutely would not bring his daughter to my place without her mother, because he wouldn't do that to his fiancée, who has never been away from the baby thus far. I told him they were purposely ruining my chance at a relationship with my granddaughter, and he said that wasn't true and that I need to stop pushing my old-fashioned beliefs, which is the first time I've heard of this. Am I the a-hole for expecting him to bring my granddaughter to me without her mom, so I can have a relationship with her?